EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. That's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's got room. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Gets around him. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Steelers at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months you know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. A big completion there against double coverage. And, Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, it's Stafford. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll give this to Akers running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because...
Touchdown, Rams! Kyron Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford, middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Room here to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett, quick completion here to Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. But Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Robinson's got it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett can't get away, and he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gibson again.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Stafford on first down. He finds Robinson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
To throw again on second down. Stafford across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
147 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stafford. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Kyron Williams Sims with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now Pickett.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And some room to work. Shifts past him at the 45. There he goes left side. Touchdown, L.A.
Cam Akers.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Pickett now on first down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They'll throw again with Pickett. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10.
Pickett. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin.
And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He starts with a give to Akers, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for L.A. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they take a knee. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And they will take a knee here. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw, Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Rams, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McDonald. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
But it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bailey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Bailey, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. 2nd and 6. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Back to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's man. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bailey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On second down now, it's Balin, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's man. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
The Lions at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 1. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 17-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's man. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Todd. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Forced out to his left. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Bailey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back to throw now on first down.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And a leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Vikings have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Bailey.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. .36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, it's Bailey as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bailey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander.
And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Up the middle they go. Bailey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's time. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bailey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he's going to use his legs here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. On 1st down, it's Bailey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's man. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Bailey, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 3. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now.